Oh, wrong one. Steve
Wrong
Domenico.
one.
I put your big face on, Don, but Steve Domenico in the Room podcast back after a couple of weeks with a couple of dudes that were scheduled a couple of weeks ago. But my first guy on tonight is the main event, Cage Titans 48, July 10th. Don, Shameless Don Shainis is back in the cage for Cage Titans. Don, welcome to the show once again, man. It's been a long time, brother. Nice to see you.
What's going on, man? Sorry I couldn't be there in person.
No worries, my man. You've been here plenty of times in person, though, man. Actually, the last time you were here, you were with Connor Mathews, who is going to be on after you, man. I was going to get you both on at the same time, but Connor wouldn't have got a word in, so we got you on first.
I might even have the spotlight.
Well, Don, you've been off social media for a while, so I need to really get in depth of what's been going on, how your training's been going on.
I've been hiding. I haven't had much to post because I've been working,
Yeah, so let's talk about it, Don. We'll talk about the fight and the opportunity after, but let's talk about, what you've been doing, how you've been training, and, how you've been staying sharp.
Yeah, so I kind of Irished everyone back home. I came out to Missouri and started training out here under James Krause and Glory MMA and Fitness. So completely changed up my game, completely. I've been here nonstop and grinding my ass off, and I'm excited. It's been a long layoff.
Excellent, man. Well, how was the decision? I think we talked about that, offline, but tell people what the decision, how you made the decision to kind of take off and get a training camp somewhere else.
Yeah, so with the pandemic going on, I was getting training in, but I needed more training partners. I needed more consistency. I needed more. And at the time, Massachusetts was still shut down, and I couldn't get what I needed at home. So I just said, fuck it. I called my coach. I told him, get me out of this state. He called my manager. My manager talked to my coach, told him, they had a conversation about what's best for me. I had one conversation with James Krause on a Friday, and I think by Wednesday I was here. Meaning, I moved out, I spoke to my job, did a lot of things, and drove out here on Tuesday, got here Wednesday, and that was a little bit ago. I'm not going to get into how long that was, but I've been out here for a minute.
How long of a drive? How long of a drive is that for you?
Yeah, it was like 23 hours. I packed up. I dropped all my shit off of my parents. I lived in this beautiful house in Plymouth. I dropped all my shit off of my parents, and I just drove out here, not knowing a single person.
Well, now your parents' house is a vacation house, and you're going to spend some time there when you come back around, when you heading back here for the fights?
I actually am coming the 29th, so I'm coming early next week. So I come Tuesday next week.
Oh, excellent. So you're going to be here for a little while before connect with Eric, get some little pad work in him, warm you up. Who's making? Who's actually going to be making the trek with you? Is someone from that camp helping you out in the corner, or is it all?
Yeah, so Grant Dawson's going to be coming down to corner me. That's pretty phenomenal. And my roommate Devin Weber, he's going to be coming down as well. And I think my other roommate Cameron Cash, they're going to be making the haul, as well as Grant's girlfriend Elle Wagman, who's fighting 2 weeks after for, I believe, FAC. I think it's FAC out here in Missouri.
Really? Is amateur or is she pro?
She's pro. She's 2-0 as a pro.
Wow.
Man. Yeah.
You're around. I mean, you mentioned a couple of names there. They've had fights. What, in the last 6 months or so, right? Or
it's a different world out here. First of all, everyone's fucking the nicest people that you'll ever meet. But training something completely different. This is the first time I've experienced so much talent in such a small space. Back home in New England, you have talent. Yeah, there's motherfuckers everywhere, but it's all spread out, and some people don't train with these people, and everyone's butting heads. And I want to say, it's one of those things where it's it just hasn't developed, and you can see leaps and bounds Joe Lozon's doing the Sunday or Saturdays at his gym, and how he's changing the game back in New England. But it takes time to break that old mentality, and here it's already established,
And Yeah, and it's a bigger community, a bigger place,
Yeah,
and dude, you're right in the heart of Tornadoville, or Kansas is right, like Dorothy is waving at you, man.
yeah.
How's the lifestyle there? I mean, I know Don, you worked, at the gym. I would imagine you're giving sessions, or are you 24/7? Are you helping out at the gym while you're training and getting ready for this fight?
Nope. Training's full time.
Oh,
Training's
excellent.
full time. Every day, Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. Training. Monday through Wednesday nights, 5:30 p.m. Training. Thursday, there's ski jujitsu. Friday, there's they don't do anything Friday night, Saturday, Sunday's rest, but I'm getting my cardio in, so it's a full time thing here.
Excellent, excellent. So it gives you no time to really, get caught in a tornado somewhere. You're locked down and you're training 24/7, which is a good thing, man.
I think I heard the tornadoes warnings go off once, and they're like, "Yeah, you could smell it in the air." And I go outside, and I'm like, I don't get it. But whatever.
Like a deer in headlights, you'll just wait for it to come.
Yeah, I guess every time there's a tornado, people just go out into their driveways, and that's how you know there's a tornado.
Yeah.
People are just looking in the sky in their driveways.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So,
Yeah.
my man, you're coming back here. You're going to be here for a little while.
Yep.
What? It's going to be a homecoming for you, Don, because getting ready for a fight. I mean, most of your fights for Cage Titans, Bellator a couple of times, but you're kind of a salesman for yourself. You're running around getting rid of tickets, selling shirts, selling hats, selling merchandise. Going to your sponsors and doing like meet and greet stuff. Is that something that you're kind of missing? Because that was a huge part of you, the business aspect of and really selling the fight.
Yeah, I'm leaving a lot of money on the table. This fight, I wasn't able to do sponsors. One, I found about it not too long ago. I didn't think I had an opponent for the longest time, and then they're like, "Oh, you're fighting Sell." I'm like, "All right, bet." So I didn't want to sell a fight that I couldn't do. Plus, so many people that I sold tickets to last April for my fight then that got canceled, they never got refunded. So I'm honoring every single ticket that didn't get refunded. So, that money in my bank account has been there, but I'm fucking losing money this fight. I'm fighting to if I break even, that's a win. I'm not doing any shirts. I'd love to, but I just didn't have the time to come out with something, do it right. Because I'm not going to put something out there half-assed that's going to turn into a jizz rag. So it's one of those things that when I make shirts, I want it to be bright. I want it to people to wear them over and over and over again, not just something cheap that someone's going to wear once and throw away.
I understand, and you put a lot of heart into the design and the colors and getting them sponsors on there, man. But they're all still backing you, brother. They're waiting for bigger and better things for you. Not that this isn't a bigger and better thing, Don. I mean, I know you've been holding out for a kind of a big fight, the UFC, your top priority. But Cage Titans is family to you, and you had that belt fight before COVID, and you got it again, man, and you're coming back home. How excited are you to, get back in there and kind of take off where you left off with the same opponent and fighting for the same thing?
Well, I'm stoked. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of these things where it's like over the course of pandemic, my phone's been ringing, but with everything, I can make excuses on why I couldn't make weight. I've been offered fights. I couldn't accept them because it wasn't the right time. But I'm excited to get the ball rolling with an actual camp, with an actual team that's like, I'm blown away. I'm really blown away with all my training partners out here. And it's one of these things where I'm coming home and it's like I'm taking some of Missouri back with me, And then I don't know how long I'm going to stay home. So I'm going to probably head back to Missouri shortly after and just keep the ball rolling because I'm fucking grinding right now, I don't want to lose another year and a half, It's been a long layoff. It's been a really long layoff, and I'm just excited to be back.
Well, let's talk about your opponent, which is your opponent that you had for Cage Titans 48 back in April, main event again. Darius Estelle, a dude that's fought for Cage Titans, had a big win for Cage Titans over D-Sab. And, fought for, I do believe, Ammo, had a finish in that. Fought for CES. I don't think he won that fight, but he's a gamer in every fight. I think he's only been finished one time in 10 fights, and the dude's 7-3, man. Let's talk about it. Don, a real step up in competition as far as record and who this kid's fought. Not that your last opponent wasn't there that you took out, but Darius is a gamer here. What you thinking about the matchup, and how excited are you to get in there against him?
Well, when you get to the next level, everyone's a fucking gamer. So if I can't put Darius out, I don't belong at that next level. So it's really a test for me. Now, that being said, it's like I seen him fight out here. I was at FAC 2 FACs ago, and he was supposed to fight someone that I was training with. My teammate Trey got injured, and then he ended up fighting on that card. And you know what? It is what it is. I seen him fight out here. He doesn't even know I was in the stands just watching, you know? So it's a little fun fact. It's like, dude, I'm still fucking game. I didn't go anywhere, you know? I'm glad you've been staying active. You've been a lot more active than I could have been. I just didn't have that opportunity to take a fight. But whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking care. Like, my job is to put you out and get to the next level.
Well, like I said, he's only been finished one time in his career. He's coming off a win. Was that the fight you saw, or was it the one that he lost? I think he had a win.
Yeah, he's coming off a split decision win. I saw that.
That's the one you've seen.
Up at FAC in the Cable Dom Arena. I was there. I saw it.
Excellent.
I didn't even know we were fighting at the time, but yeah, I saw it.
Well, I mean, you were going to fight him even though you didn't know about this fight coming up or Cage Titans. So you were kind of, checking him out to see what you were going against, at this point. What'd you see in him? I mean, you smiled and stuff, and what'd you see in him, and how much fun are you going to have in there with him?
I just saw his holes, I saw what I could exploit out of that, He's athletic, he's long, so is everyone. So, you know what I mean? It's just another day. It's another day.
Well, my man, you're coming back. You're going to be seeing Eric again. How I know you guys are close, and talking to you in the past, you were on the phone with Eric, every day, every other day,
it's
talking about.
Him.
Yeah, all right. So that was my next question. How's the contact, and your FaceTime hours must be really, really in the hundreds of thousands at this point.
Nah, we don't FaceTime too much. I mean, we're not fucking butt buddies, but like we talk every day. How's your weight? How you feeling? What's wrong? All right, this. This is what to expect. This is what's going on. Medicals, all that bullshit. That and we talk outside of fighting too. It's like, dude, I call him just to shoot the shit. Like, he's my homie.
Well, he's living.
Our relationship is so much deeper than just fighting.
He's living the good life. He's in the wilderness right now, right?
Yeah. He seems pretty damn happy out there.
Yeah, quiet, doing his own thing, and you could go live on his plantation or whatever he's got over there. What's he got? He's got like a nice spread going on now.
He's got some land, a house, and a couple guns and some toys.
Just enough fun for an MMA pro fighter with a new title around his belt.
Yeah, I gotta be careful out there. I get hurt or fucking accidentally shoot myself. That's the last thing I do.
Yeah, four-wheeler you'd be on a four-wheeler with a rifle on your back. Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, no.
So, Don, man, you're fighting for a belt. You were fighting for a belt before.
Yep.
I think I've spoken to you in the past, and you don't give a fuck about belts. You said it's the win and taking someone out and getting to that next level. But I must say, these are the new Cage Titans. This is the new Cage Titans belt that hasn't been wrapped around anyone's waist yet. So this is going to be, kind of that belt's coming out party. Man, are you kind of excited to see that new piece of gold that Cage Titans produced?
Please, man. I've seen in pictures, but here's the thing, right? I told Mike to fucking get rid of those cheap fucking old belts for those fucking pros for the last fight, and then he finally came out with something way nicer, so I'm going to be really glad to grab one. I go, fucking make me something that looks like it's worth something, because those other ones, they're cool. I don't even have one. I gave it away, but, it's going to be nice to have a nice shiny belt.
Yeah, I remember I think he put out a post with the belts, like maybe a week after he canceled the show, saying these were the belts that are coming out. He goes, I didn't get to use them, but he spent a lot of money on them, so he's very proud. He's very proud of them, so they're going to be shining and sparkling when the one.
Now they look like they're worth. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to have a promotion, you better make your belts look like they're worth something, not the same belts as the amateur belts, you know?
Yep. Well, here's another thing. He's going to have it. Mike made a big announcement yesterday or the day before that they're going to have a stream available for, and I think it's going to be individually marked for fighters so people can get you a little revenue and stuff like that. Are there people in Missouri that are going to be wanting to check you out there, or have they seen enough of you?
There's definitely going to be people that can't come out from Missouri. A couple of friends I made that work at a bar down the street, they're like, yeah, I want to come, and I'm like, yo, bro, I'm out of tickets, bro, can't. And then like, tough luck, you know. So it's one of those things where I know some people out here. I don't have like a crazy social life out here, but the few people that I do know, they're definitely going to be wanting to tune in and check it out. So it's going to be cool.
Yeah, and Mike's doing a lot of things. Mike and the Cage Titans group they're doing great things promoting it. Andy took off where he left off with Table Titans. Now they're remote and they're getting callers in, and now they're running on all cylinders right now, man. The show sold out in a week, bro.
Yeah, I'm fucking pissed about that. Because hear me out. I sold fucking like $24,000, $25,000 to the last fight. I sold like 330 tickets before, Mike cut me off. Now I'm at like 200 tickets, and he's like, I'm like, I still got another 120 people that want to go. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Why are you selling tickets online? My friends want to go to the fight.
Yeah, there's a lot of, well, not in the same, not as bad as you, but there's some fighters that, they were selling tickets and they just got shut off on it. But that's the realization, man. Cage Titans first.
I got shut off on it. I got shut off at like 220.
We're talking Don, the record breaker, every time we have a card with him on it, man. So, yeah, dude, how important is this fight? We're not talking about belts here. We're talking about getting your hand raised and getting the eyes and getting that next win to get that next opportunity, hopefully with the UFC, because you are in kind of the place and with fighters that can help you shine and get noticed a little farther than in New England here. So how important is this fight for you?
This fight's make or break. If I don't go out and do what I'm supposed to do and get my hand raised in a dominant fashion, like, what am I doing? I didn't just spend so much time away from my family, friends, like create a whole new life. Like I completely left a life. I had to end things with my job, my friends, relationships, everything. Like, what am I doing? This is the move. If I don't get my hand raised, I don't belong in the UFC, and that's that. And I believe that this fight will cement me with a spot in the UFC, and I'm confident in myself that I'm going to go out there and perform.
Excellent, my man. Well, main event, brother. Do you get nervous? I mean, you've been a little ways away. This is the fight that could actually get you to the UFC. Is there nerves in you? Or do you still get nervous about entering that cage?
I mean, you need a heightened sense of awareness to be your best self. You know what I mean? If there's not a heightened sense of awareness, that like you want to call those nerves, you want to call that anxiety, you want to call that whatever it is exactly what it is. It's just a heightened sense of awareness, and if you don't have that going in, you're not going to do great, and you can't be your best self.
Excellent. You got a bunch of people here. Connor Mathews was asking when you coming home. You said a week before the fight or so, a week and a half or something like that.
Yeah.
So Connor,
I'm coming home the 29th. I'm coming home the 29th, and the second I'm in a wedding, and then it's just cut weight. All the work is done. At this point, all the work is done. Show up on weight, weigh in, face off, fight. And that's that.
Nice, my man. Well, you got a lot of friends, maybe some training Well, the training partners, guys from Lausanne's that are going to be fighting there.
I'm excited for a lot of them.
Cross trainers there. We got Peter Barrett back. He was the main event until you got that fight, and of course Don Shainis got to get that main event when he, you got to get your spot, man. You're due. You do. So how you feel about, all these kind of veterans? You got Sean Lally coming back, fighting Billy Goff, a young up-and-comer welterweight man. So you're on
you got so many popular guys taking my ticket sale. That's what you got. You shitting me? Like, dude, stack the card with fucking Amis. Let me sell the whole venue out, and fucking now we can talk. Now I can make some money. But when you got guys like Peter Barrett who can sell out the show himself, Connor Mathews who can sell out the show himself, like all these guys that are studs that can sell, it's taking my money. God damn.
Yeah. Well, Don, a couple of more questions, and I got to get Connor Mathews on here.
Yeah,
And
we got to segue this to Connor.
yeah, you can heckle him a little bit while he's on. But, Don, you know, I forgot what I was going to really. It was a good fucking question, too. I forgot.
Okay. Well, you're going to remember
wait a
when
minute,
you're talking to
Yeah,
Connor.
all right, this is one of them. I'll think of it while you're answering. So, Don, you've been away all this time. We haven't seen you since January 2020, where you had that second round. Was it second round finish of Barberina there? Or was it third round? Where was it? Second round?
Yeah, no, it was the beginning of the second round. Honestly, they should have stopped that in the first because I was mauling them, but it is what it is.
So, Don, you really can't get much more highlight reels than that. You've had a knee, a devastating knee to knock someone out. Your last fight, you took him out. Really great stand-up work. A lot of really transitional grappling. What are we going to see from Don from this new training camp, man? I mean, we've seen nothing but explosion out of Don every fight. What else can we see out of the new Don 2.0 in 2021?
I think you're going to see a much more efficient me. Yeah, I just think I'm just going to be that much more efficient. I'm less wasted movement, more head movement, everything. My game's evolved so many levels, you know, and to think we were going to fight a year and a half ago, my game's just evolved since then, especially leaving my comfort zone. You know, that's the best thing I could have done. And I wish I didn't sooner, was just leave. And you know, granted, I ended up at one of the best gyms in the world, but you know, if I did that sooner, you know, it's crazy to think about because there's people that train at this gym that know what it's like to train in other places. And I'm like, bro, you're just an amateur. You guys are so spoiled. They got 15 guys in the UFC at this gym on a daily basis. You know, that doesn't include the guys coming down for training camps or the guys that split time between there and somewhere else. I'm like, you're drilling with guys that have already been there and done that. And I'm looking at these amateurs. I'm like, wow, you guys are so fucking good and you don't even know it yet. And they're like 20, 21, 22, or these guys just making their pro debuts. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, dude, man, they got guys like you that have, led the way for them, just like coaches that led the way for you man. It's a revolving door, and you're sharpening blades and getting this next generation ready. Wow, making your own mark on the MMA world, brother. Last thing, my friend, shout out spots. Well, you still got some sponsors. You can yell them out. You owe them from the last fight. So
I do.
Yeah. Shout out everything you want, Don, and then I'll let you go. What I'll do at the end when you leave, Cage Titans put a little 27-second video of your walkout and getting people ready for that Don Shainis to come out again. Oh, while you're doing it, brother, I gotta wear your
my man. You still got that?
It's signed, man. I ain't never given this way.
Signed.
All right, Don, let it go, man.
Yeah, thank you to Eric Grossman, my head coach back home. House with Iridium for getting me to, Glory MMA, and James Krause and everyone at the gym, Grant Dawson, Austin Ford, Jason High, all the coaches out there and everyone coming out, all my teammates and my roommates, because they've living 5 minutes from the gym is one of these things that you don't get. And, I'm extremely fortunate to be in this position I'm in, and extremely lucky. So thank you to all you guys and all my sponsors back home, Main Street Sports, Shovel Shop, Maddie Ray. Man, you're making me do this off the cuff. I'm trying to fucking remember. God damn.
Well,
it was
Don,
like a year and a half ago.
You usually have a fucking banner or a t-shirt. I just put it up there and it shows them all.
Yeah, thank God, dude. Normally when I'm doing this on my post-fight interview, I'm reading it off my shirt, so I don't forget anyone. Now I'm off the cuff, trying to go off the top of my head.
That's all right, man. They feel you, brother, and they know that you're thinking of them, and they know they helped you get to where you are, with all the support, man. So they're feeling it, my man. Last thing, brother. I know you haven't been on social media much because you've been hiding your game plans and stuff, but make sure after this fight.
No hiding, man. I haven't had shit to say. I've been staying offline. I've put my head down and working.
All right. After this fight and, you get that hand raised and you get that new belt, let's start having you show you on social media wrestling some of these newcomers at that fancy gym you're at, all right?
Fuck, I'm going to wrestle you.
Well, I'll be hanging out with you after the fights, brother. So,
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I hope you've been practicing your shrimping and your
Yeah,
fucking
well, yeah, I'm back.
butterfly
I'm
sweeps.
back. I'm 100% back, John.
All right, good.
All right, my man. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna get ready for Connor here, and I'm gonna play that little clip and let you go, my man.
Sounds good, man. Have fun with Connor. Peace.
All right, brother. You have a good night.
You too.
Later. All right, my friends. I'm trying to call. Oh, wrong one. I'm gonna put this up while I am calling Connor Mathews. We got a little time, so I'm gonna put this up here. Talk about a couple of things before Connor Mathews calls in. So these are the posters that. Oh, let me get Don's stuff off here right now. Sorry, get it all off. Let's get Connor's stuff up here. Sorry, this is why I need a producer, people. This is why I need a producer. So, Connor's not here yet. So these are the posters of the fights that have been announced from Cage Titans. These are all pro fights here. There are amateur fights on the card. If you have noticed on social media, some amateurs have been putting out. All right, Don, I'm gonna let Connor. Just message him, let him know that it's all set. He can rest for a second. I'm going to say take your time. Hold on, people. Take your time. This is why I need a producer. So, anyway, these are the pro fights. There are a couple of more on there. I would imagine that Mike hasn't announced. I do believe he was looking for a couple of maybe one or two fighters for a matchup. I'm not sure. But there are amateurs on this fight, which on this card that were not going to be, but then the card got moved to Plymouth Memorial Hall, and with that, more fights were added, which made this show sold out in the first week. Cage Titans broke records with Cage Titans 48, with a sold out, not a ticket in the house a week after tickets went on sale. As Don talked before, he had to give tickets back. Don's used to selling, 250 tickets or so, and he's not even in town training. And he said 200, and he had like 100 left. So that's good. Mike mentioned yesterday that that he will have this streamed. He will have a link to purchase, and I do believe he's going to give each fighter a link to give to or to sell to people who want to watch them fight, or fans of general of the whole card who can't make it because it is sold out. So what else I have here? All right, so this is pretty cool. We haven't seen this since January 2020. Cage Titans has their banner outside the Plymouth Memorial Hall. Is that not a beautiful sight to see? Cage Titan has done many beautiful things in the last 3 weeks or so as they started heating up and promoting this card, man. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be lit. And New England MMA will be all over it. We will be there. Lars, Travis, and I do believe one or all of us will be there from Thursday press conference, Friday weigh-ins, and Saturday's fight. I might just sleep on the beach Saturday night into Sunday like a hobo. It's that great of a card. So, there's Connor right there. So let me accept and get him up. All right. Hold on. Connor? Hello? All right, let me, hold on. Let me call him. It said missed call. Here we go. We'll try it again. knocking someone out. Man, Connor Mathews in the house. Connor, you are live now, so put your clothes on.
That I walk around the gym with my shirt off all the time. I don't like to put my shirt on, especially dude.
So, dude, what'd you have to download? Because you said you had technical difficulties. Dude, I have technical difficulties every time I have a show.
I don't know. I had to get like Messenger, what's it called? Facebook Messenger on my laptop, and then that just didn't work. So I just ended up just skipping it and calling you on my phone. So whatever.
Hey, dude, that sometimes works even better, my friend. So,
the phone's, it's weird. The phone is more high tech than the laptops these days. So.
Yeah, it is. It gives a clearer picture. It's them, it's them iPhones and them Androids, man. They're great. And the sound's awesome too. So,
yeah.
All right, my man. You're on here for a couple of reasons. To say hi to Don, because Don is here somewhere.
Yeah, that. First of all, he shouldn't be selling all those tickets. He left Massachusetts people. He's a traitor. He left us. So why are you buying tickets from that guy? Buy tickets from your local fighters. He's an outcast now coming in here. So that's not fair.
Hey, dude, you have nothing to be jealous about. You sell your own share, and you're in a fucking pretty good, great gym on your own anyway.
No, I did great. I mean, I sold almost all my tickets. I know we got cut off 2 weeks early, and I was already out of all my like balcony tickets. I only handed back, not balcony, my mezzanine tickets, already out of those. I handed back a couple balconies to Mike. So, but yeah, they sold fast. So especially when I found out that, we're like, people started hitting me up. People keep coming up to me today asking at the gym, and I feel terrible. But yeah, I was like, we're out. So it's a good thing. It's a good problem to have. You know what I mean? But I think we need to get a bigger play. I love Plymouth Memorial Hall. I don't want to fight anywhere else, but we need to get a bigger spot. I think it's just crazy. This is a huge card. I mean, we have Sean Lally, you have Peter Barrett, you have Don, you got Andy Iowa, Jay Perrin, and this card is stacked. I mean, I think for myself, I was going to be the main event of a card last year, and I'm like fifth on the list. I'm like fifth from the bottom now, so. It's a good thing though.
Yeah, that's not a bad spot to be in. Connor, I think this picture was taken today. I think Peter Barrett might have taken this picture, and I stole it off his Instagram. Were you training with him and Lally today?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I've been training with them every day, every Monday, Wednesday. We've been training together with those guys. So yeah, there's a video of me and him taking down Lally. The guy's a monster, man.
Oh yeah, my God.
So strong. I'm one of the strongest people, like, especially right now that I'm cutting weight, so I'm not as carrying as much weight as I usually do around. You get in there, it's just violence. He's so strong. It's like, so yeah, no.
That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. That about Sean when you train with all these killers, daily. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm very lucky. Very lucky those guys are coming down, especially they're driving down to train at Lozon's. So I know Lozon's moved down to we're on the South Shore now, or South Coast basically. So it's good that Lally still comes down there and trains with us. So it's been awesome.
Excellent, my man. Well, here we go, brother. You talked about you were going to be headlining the card. You're fifth in line here, but the people, the fights in front of you, man, are instant classics, bro. What are you thinking about this fight second time around? Second time you get to look at him. Second time you get to train and get ready for this kid.
I don't know if I'm supposed to break this news, but I'll say I don't really care. So I guess Burbridge isn't picking up the phone. So I don't know what happened with that. So they sent me a couple other names. They sent them to my coaches. I'm not exactly sure who they are. We haven't committed. They haven't committed yet, but they're going to find me somebody. I sold enough tickets to this fight. They're going to find me another opponent, no matter it is. So I don't know what happened with Burbridge. It could be anything. Could be life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a long flight to come across the country, and I understand that. So we expected this. I asked Bolaire from the beginning. I was like, hey, make sure we get a backup just because I just need a fight. I don't care who they put in front of me. I'm ready for the next level. So you can literally put anybody in front of me just because Don was just saying this, I'm ready to test myself. So if I can't beat somebody in the local scene, then I shouldn't be fighting in the next scene. So it's fighting is one of those things you've got to act. So there's no faking it, teammate. You know what I mean? You got to be there. You got to be the real thing. So I'm prepared for whoever they put in front of me. Stylistic wise, I mean, I wasn't really training I wasn't like getting ready for anything particular, but sharpening my skills this entire time. You know what I mean? I know, working on the things that I wasn't as good at. You know what I mean? I've been working on those things because that's the best thing I can. I mean, I got the striking, I got the stand up. I got jiu-jitsu. I'd say the only thing I don't have like, which I guess throughout my career, I wasn't a D1 college wrestler. I didn't go to. I was a hockey player growing up, so the wrestling was like probably my biggest part that I need to work on. But I've been working on that nonstop. So I know one day I'm gonna run into a D1 level wrestler. You know what I mean? I need to be prepared. That's what I've been working on. So whoever they send, they give me a wrestler, they give me a boxer, they give me a Muay Thai guy. I think I'm gonna be all right. So.
Definitely. Well,
I can
you know what I saw today, and you know what, Connor, this is the way, my mind works. I saw Mike put out a post, looking for a couple of weight classes, and one was a 145. I said, you know what? I said, I've rescheduled Connor 2 weeks in a row. I bet he his opponent, because out of all the opponents, I think your opponent was coming from fucking Alaska or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I figured. I mean, and who knows what's going on his side out there. You know what I mean? I mean, you might be scared, which I understand. I wouldn't want to fight me either. You know what I
mean? Nice. Hey, don't spread that around, brother. You got two other guys that are like, on the chopping block here, man. So
it's fine.
But like you said, Mike's going to definitely find someone. And Connor, it is, you are somebody, not to jinx it, but if somebody has some luck and is able to defeat you in this fight, that's something huge. That's a big opportunity for someone to come in late notice. Even if you really hurt this or take this person out, it's not really, I mean, it's a defeat, but they came in short notice and they took a fight and they manned up. So it's a win for them too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It is. But on the flip side, for me, it's like I gotta, I gotta walk the walk. I gotta talk the talk. So I gotta back up. So it's like anything could happen. They could give me a bad matchup for myself, and you know what I mean. Yeah. I just know at this point in time, right now, is I put everything I possibly could do. So if I do lose, I'm not a sore loser. If I lose, I accept defeat because it is what it is. But I know I did everything I possibly can in this camp so far. You know what I mean? That if I lose, I won't be mad at myself. I'll be like, I did everything I could. That's just the way the card's laid out, and that's what happens. But I just know it's not going to happen because I put everything I could into this camp, into myself in this last year to transform myself. I mean, I was already pretty good, I thought, but I really transformed myself to it at the next level. I truly believe that. So, I mean, they could put, like I said, I prepared myself this last year for the UFC. And fighting the top 10 in the UFC. That's what I prepared myself for. Not for guys in the local show. So like anybody's in my way, I don't care. They can give me another guy the night before, the day of, a weight class up. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm here to fight. I'm a real fighter. I'm not one of these guys. I don't get freaked out about fighting. Like I said, this is not war. You know what I mean? It's a fucking match between me and another guy. So it's like, I'm not worried about this at all.
You do that every 3 days, 4 days a week at Lozo's.
Exactly. I'm like Sean Lally. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
And I do fight Sean Lally, and it's scary.
Fucking Mike should just raise your hand now just for sparring with the fucking guy.
The guy's fucking terrifying, man. The guy.
Well, dude, I mean, we haven't seen him in a little while, and he's fighting again.
The guy didn't show up for his last fight. I remember I was one. The guy didn't fucking show up.
Didn't he
and then didn't show up.
Didn't he show up and go get a burger and never come back or something? Or was that someone else?
Exactly. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm out. I think he probably got his money for tickets, whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'm out. Not coming back.
And so. Mike, and I don't think Sean was in the shape he is right now. Sean's like a new human.
He's a whole new animal. The guy is ready to go. So
excellent, my man.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for all these fights. I can't wait to see Dawn. I can't wait to see Pete. Peter Barrett's he made a huge improvement from his last camp. I don't know what it was, but he's feeling really good too. His stand up, his wrestling is definitely got a lot better. So I'm sure Dawn is gonna come out another animal. He's training with all those people out there. So yeah, man, I'm really excited. We got some amateurs coming up.
Yeah.
Dan Wall Dan Walsh, I actually coached him for that. You were there. The kid's a competitor, man. He shows up to compete. Like, so I'm excited to see what he can do. He's been training real hard as well. Who else do we got? Marty. I mean, you don't have to tell.
Yeah.
Marty's always ready to go at all times. That guy's. We have a lot of good guys in this car, and I can't wait. It's gonna be a big night for us. I'm excited.
Exactly. And before you came on, Connor, I was playing all the posters that Mike's already released. There's a ton of other fights that we don't even know about. Like, as far as amateurs, really great matchups of some amateurs that this could be their last amateur before they turn pro. You know what I mean?
Is Jeff Joy? Jeff Joy's fighting.
Jeff Joy's making his pro debut. Yep.
Barrett, I'm pretty sure she's fighting.
Yeah.
He's been in the ring sparring, been there sparring with us. I mean, yeah, we got a ton of guys. Like, it's like, and they've all been working. Like, the pandemic was like a blessing in a way of like, I think a lot of people got a lot better over this pandemic, as you know what I mean. I don't know what it was exactly. Maybe because they can't go out as much, and there wasn't many social distractions, and I feel like people just honed in and focused back on fighting a lot. And I think a lot of people got a lot better. So it's gonna be a good show.
Well, a couple of more things, brother. You're fighting for a cause again. Same cause here. Let's talk about it. I've got a poster up because I think is Sean Lally involved with them too, or is he?
Operation Vet Now. Me and Sean Lally both kind of teamed up on this one together. Sean's got his new company, Kill. So I'm promoting that, and he's also promoting Operation Vet Now for me. So it's since he's a veteran, he's a ranger. So it's an organization, helping out, it's a nonprofit to help veterans with PTSD, and doing anything we can to bring awareness and help. But my biggest thing, what we wanted to work on is using jiu-jitsu, the community of a jiu-jitsu gym to, help guys with For me, it was like when I came back from Afghanistan, I came back from war, it was definitely like I indulged myself back into MMA and martial arts, and it helped me out. And not only just, like I said, just like getting physical and getting the workout, but just like the community you get from like, the MMA community. Like, I love these people. I think they're the greatest people in the world. Is just not too much ego on the mat. I mean, there is, but there's also not at the same time. Like, there's all this, like, there's so many like ways you can just fight it out. You know what I mean? There's like, so everybody's super humble. I feel like in the martial arts community. So, yeah, I'm glad to, we're going to try after this fight. I've been really busy right now with fighting and fight camp and getting my stuff together. But eventually our hopes to do like a nationwide outreach of like setting up, like, even if it's just like Sundays, open mat for veterans, you know what I mean? At one spot, all veterans show up and they just start rolling together to get some jiu-jitsu and, just kind of start that like a chain thing across the country where maybe we can get competitions one day. I'm hoping next year I can do like so I've already been talking to, the farm I was actually on, right?
Yeah.
The farm I lived on. So next year we're trying to think about this next summer is doing a no-gi or a grappling sub-only tournament. You know what I mean? So I'd love to have you guys out there. I'd love to get some like veterans, some organizations out there. You know what I mean? Just a fundraiser jiu-jitsu tournament. So some things we're working on. Hopefully next summer that's our plan. So.
Excellent, my man. Well, you're doing it all, man. You're giving back, to the service that you were in and help. Also, brother, you're doing some modeling too. I don't want to put you on the spot here, brother, but
I got the money on the side.
Listen. You and I had a fun conversation on Messenger. I was like, "Hey, how do I become like a fucking senior model?" And you were like, Viagra.
Right.
Viagra posters always need a model. I'm like, fucking. Why did I think of that?
I was gonna say, you could be the face of Viagra. I can see it.
Either that is Cialis. I'll do either one. I'll do a generic. I'll do a CBD erection fucking pill. I don't care. Give me anything.
Hey, if they're paying, I guess I said, man. If they're gonna pay to stand there, it's for me. I'm down. I'll do it. I don't care. So yeah, I did a model shoot. I actually ended up started off with like Nick Haler. he does like the media for Nick and Nicole. They do the media for Lozon's. They needed like a model to step in one day and do it. So I was like, yeah. They asked me if I'd do it. I was like, yeah, sure. It was like a free day to go to Boston, do nothing. I was like, all right, yeah. But then from there, they took good photos, and I got offers from like other companies. So now I've been talking to other big companies, so they actually get some bigger gigs, and I'm open to it. If I can make some money on the side doing some modeling, why not? I mean, I work out a lot. You might as well.
Jesus, you're fucking. I'm gonna see you fucking on fucking romance novels very soon, man.
We'll see how that goes.
Well, yeah. Hey, well, here's the thing. Well, your body's always going to be there. You're going to protect that face, so you're going to have more first.
Yeah. So that's what I told him. I was like, well, if they told me I was gonna do I forgot what day it was. It was on like a Thursday. I'm like, well, I can't promise I'm not gonna have any black eyes by the time that. You know what I mean? I got a couple of training sessions in between then and now, so I mean, I'm mostly walking around with a black eye. So it panned out. I got lucky that weekend and have one. So
nowadays, they could find you a cover to put you on with a black eye, brother. Man, I know that. All right. Couple more things, my man. You mentioned some training partners and amateur training partners jumping on this event with you, man. How busy Joe gonna be here? I mean, Joe hasn't had the luxury of to really corner fighters in a long time. Maybe you at CES. Yeah. Oh, actually, he was commentating CES, so he didn't get to do that, right?
Yeah. So he didn't even get to be in the corner. He's gonna have his hands full, especially because for me, I think it's like more the amateurs too. It's more important for them to have him in the corner for like the amateurs. So he's got a couple of new guys, like Dan Walsh is his first fight. So he's definitely going to be, that first fight is a totally different feeling than all your other fights. So it's good that, you want your coaches there, especially for those guys who've been there for a while. I mean, I need my warming up and stuff like that, but I've gone through this walk a lot of times. So I'm not, I don't really need it as much as the other guys, at this stage. So I think he's going to have his hands full. I wish there's a couple other girls like Erin Johnson in our gym. We had trouble finding her a fight, so we're hoping to get her on the next one. Who else is fighting from the gym? I don't know. I think there's like 8 of us, 7 or 8 of us all together. So, he's going to be busy tonight. So you can't expect him to be. I got my coaches that I have Mike Avila, who's been my coach my entire life. So he's going to be there. Danny Savory, I've been training with him a lot lately. So he'll probably be there in the back with us, helping us warm up. So we got plenty of guys back there. Do you know what I mean? As soon as I get done fighting, I know the amateurs are going to be before me. Even before that, I'll probably try to help them out. Just, be somebody in there for their mental to get them ready for getting there ready for the fight. So I like I said, I'm pretty calm back there usually. So I don't mind. I don't need to get into that zone until like right before I walk out, and then then I'm ready to go. So we'll be busy back there with all the guys fighting for sure.
Excellent, my man. Well, last question before I let you give your shout outs and social media. I'm gonna put you on the spot with this one. You got the modeling, handsome dude, all this other stuff. I'm gonna Don asked the question, but I'm gonna expand on it. Is there an OnlyFans in the future for you?
Hey, I was gonna do OnlyFans. I was gonna sell my feet though, feet only. So we'll see.
God, his feet only. What were you gonna Were you gonna have a Nicole or something like paint your toenails different colors, or you just the feet, plain feet?
Feet only. So we'll see.
All right, my man. Throw your social media, any sponsors, all that, and I'll let you get going, man.
I got a lot of sponsors right now. This one, so so what do I got? I got so Black Rifle Coffee sponsored me, which is a huge company. So I'm thankful for them. They sponsored me this time. Got my father sponsored me, Coastal Legal Affiliates. It's a big one. I got who else? I got Operation Vet Now, Kill Combat, Lally's company. If you guys haven't got a shirt, go over there, hook up Lally. I should have listed these things in front of me right now, but I don't. Right. But I'm sure I'm missing some people. But shout out to all my coaches. They helped me get ready. All my teammates. And we're all ready. We're ready to go. I'm excited. So we'll see how this goes. All right, and thank you for having me on here, man. I appreciate you having me on. I know we had to reschedule this week, so I appreciate everything.
Awesome, man. Yeah, thanks for updating and getting to be able to come on, man. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me and out of your training camp, man. We're only like 2 weeks away, so I appreciate it, Connor.
Yeah. All right, so I got another one is a big company that sponsored me is Gorilla Training Group. It's a military company as well, and they're me and them are partnering. We have some big things coming in the future, I believe, with them. So we're trying to partner up, and I think that's going to be my company that I really want to be with for our brand. So I'm excited with that. So Gorilla Training Group, if you guys go check them out, appreciate it.
Excellent, my man. Well, appreciate it as always, my friend. I'll see you in a couple weeks at Cage Titans 48. And, we'll be looking for what Mike announces as as that opponent coming in to,
I'll let, once it gets official, we don't really do contracts at Cage Titans until like the last second, but once it's official, I'll let you know. I know they're probably bouncing around a couple names of my coaches, and whatever they feel is right, I'm ready to go. All right?
All right, my man.
Steve.
All right, we'll see you in a couple of weeks, my friend. You have a great night, and have a great rest of your training camp, bro.
You too, man. All right, see you soon.
Later.
There.
All right. So let me put this back up here. We'll get that back up there. So, Connor Mathews, as Connor said in the beginning of the show, his segment, he had some technical difficulties, and that's kind of what goes on when you're live. You can't fix those things unless I had a fucking computer whiz over here, producer, which I am still looking for. If anyone wants to come down here on a Wednesday night and learn how to press buttons like I do, and wants to come in here and learn how to produce, I'll edit everything, throw it in the computer, and I'll teach you the little bit that I know. Basically, all you're going to have to do is press a button when I talk about something, and the picture that I already edited in or the video, you just put it up. You know what I mean? So with that said, we out of here. It was my first show back in 2 weeks. I am very happy to be back. Cage Titans is July 10th. I'm going to be interviewing, I would imagine, the whole main card, at least all the New England fighters. I'm going to be hitting Peter Barrett, Sean Lally. I apologize if I can't think of other names. I'm on the spot. Jeff Joy. So many fighters. And that's about it. So with that said, the Room Podcast. Share it. Love it. And we'll see you next week.